Hello and welcome to this month's episode of Nacho Problems, where we turn ordinary recipes into extraordinary nachos. I'm Nacho Queen, but you can call me M. So recently we had a competition at work. Yes, I have a day job that pit the various regions against each other in a series of silly competitions. For one of these, my office, represented by cheesecake, went up against the Glasgow office, represented by a classic Scottish dessert. And let's just say we won by like a lot. And I may have made a few disparaging jokes about their dessert. So in order to either make amends or rub salt into the wound, depending on how they take this episode, we're making Cranachan Nachos. Cranachan is like a Scottish parfait. It's layers of whipped cream, toasted oatmeal, and fresh berries. To be honest, it looks divine. So let's get started. Step 1, the chips. We'll be turning our oatmeal into chips, and for that we need 2 cups oats, 3.5 cups milk, and sugar. I used 2 tablespoons, but you can make yours more or less sweet per your preferences. We'll start by toasting our oats by pouring them onto a baking sheet and spreading them into an even layer. Then bake at 300 degrees Fahrenheit or 150 C for 30 to 40 minutes or until they're golden brown. Now in the traditional recipe, the oats are used just like this, but we need chips, so save out just a tablespoon of these for later, and the rest will be turning into oatmeal. We're going to bring our milk to boil in a large sauce pot. Then gently stir in the oats. Be careful, these will attempt to boil over if you don't keep an eye on them. Now, because the oats have been toasted, they will take a little longer to cook than the standard directions. I cooked mine for 7 minutes, then turned off the heat, covered them, and let them sit for 10 minutes. If you use a different type of oatmeal, like quick oats, your cooking times may vary. Now, we want to sweeten our oatmeal. Just add in your sugar, stir, taste, and add more if needed. Next, we're going to line a baking dish with parchment paper and pour our oatmeal into it, spreading it out into an even layer. Make sure to use a large enough dish so that your oatmeal is less than ½ an inch thick. Then place another piece of parchment on top of it and then use a slightly smaller baking dish to weigh it down. Then put all of this into the freezer for at least 2 hours to firm up. Once frozen, turn it out onto a cutting board, gently peel away the parchment paper, and cut into chip-sized pieces. Now we're just going to melt a little butter into a small pan on medium-high heat and fry each piece for about 2 to 3 minutes or until golden and crisp, then flip and fry for another 2 to 3 minutes. Remove to a plate, and that's our chips. Next up is Step 2, the cheese. For our cheese, we'll be turning some of our raspberries into a puree, and for that we need some raspberries and some sugar. Now, due to technical difficulties, we missed filming the first part of this, but I basically added 1 container of the berries and 1 tablespoon of sugar to a small sauce pot and cooked it for about 3 to 4 minutes on medium heat until the berries start to break down. Then pour them into a sieve over a bowl and work the puree around to remove the seeds. Keep the sugar handy as you may want to further sweeten your puree. And that's the cheese. Now we need Step 3, the toppings. For our toppings, we have the toasted oats we saved from earlier, the rest of our fresh berries, and we'll be making a whipped cream. And for that we need 1 cup heavy cream, 2 tablespoons honey, and 2 tablespoons scotch. I hope this brand is okay. There was a very limited offering in small bottles at my local shop. Feel free to debate the proper brand in the comments below. Also, in some older versions of the recipe, a type of cheese called Crowdy was used instead of the whipped cream, but I had no luck finding that. I really need a better cheese market around here. To make our whipped cream, we'll start by adding the heavy cream to the bowl of Stevie mix here and mix on high speed until it starts to thicken. Now, I will usually pre-chill my bowl, but it's January, and if you couldn't guess by the fluffy pants I'm rocking today, it is freaking cold. So we'll skip this step. But if you're trying this in mid-July, definitely chill your bowl. Once it begins to thicken, add in the honey and scotch and continue whipping until the cream holds its shape. Well, that's all our components. Now it's time for Step 4, let's eat. We'll start with just a few chips. Drizzle on some of that raspberry puree, which I must say is a gorgeous color. Now add a dollop of the cream, a few fresh berries, and finish with a sprinkle of the toasted oats. Now, when I mentioned scotch, Jimmy Buffett gladly volunteered as taste tester, and he loved it. The chips didn't get as crispy as I would have liked, but oh my God, where has this whipped cream been all my life? Scotland, I officially apologize for my jokes and many, many other things, including my idiot president, because seriously, you know how to make a good dessert. Please send me more recipes. Well, that's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a like and please consider subscribing if you want to see more nacho videos. If you have an idea for a future video, you can leave a comment or I've linked my Blue Sky below, but you won't find me on Facebook, Instagram, or Threads. If you're looking to steal my apron, well, that's nacho merch, but you can get your own at a link in the description. Now, I need to figure out what to make with the rest of this scotch, but that's not your problem. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.